Do you have a thing for jewels? Shiny valuables to enhance your outfits? Or at least, that is the conventional way to use them. For thousands of years, jewelry has played a vital role in human life, showing that humans really never evolved past, "Oh look, shiny!" We already know how valuable pieces of jewelry are. Us common folk are said to spend an average of $5,900 for an engagement ring in 2019. The elites of the jewel world top out at a paltry $250 million when the Hope Diamond was sold, despite its history of bad luck. These pieces of jewelry are handcrafted and usually feature precious metals and stones. With how valuable jewelry is, high-quality jewelry can be a multi-million-dollar investment. And sometimes, you don't have the money to invest, so you need a discount. The five-fingered discount. This is where Doris Payne comes in. A sweet old grandma that was perhaps the least remorseful thief to ever have walked the earth. Let's talk about her life, her story, her strategies for stealing expensive jewels, and how she's done it for so long. Doris Payne was born in West Virginia and was the daughter of a Cherokee mother and an illiterate African American father. Unfortunately, Doris came from a home where her mother was subject to domestic violence. Growing up in the 1930s in segregated coal mining country in West Virginia, Doris Payne played a game she called Miss Lady. She'd put on a hat and handbag and picture herself enjoying life far away from poverty. She was well-mannered, attractive, and had an uncanny ability to gain people's trust. Little did anybody know that her talent to pass herself off as someone else would turn into a profitable skill, pushing her from a child pretending to be someone to one of the world's most notorious jewel thieves and career criminals. The story of Doris Payne's life is full of lies, deception, fraud, and crime, all starting when her father's abuse of her mother became more severe. Doris was about 16 years old at that time when she decided to board a bus that was going to Pittsburgh and stole a diamond from one of the passengers. Doris then fenced the stolen diamond. Then she gave the money to her mother to get out of town and get away from her father. This was the start of a long career for Doris, which included several heists, both locally and overseas. Doris advanced from stealing diamonds as a thief and pickpocket by studying high-end fashion magazines for the best jewelry stores in town and fooling store owners into believing she was a well-to-do, married, wealthy woman of class. At that time, African American women were treated as second-class citizens, but with how elegant she looked, people ignored her skin and took her manners at face value. But how exactly would she do it? Doris would visit a well-known store of high-end jewelry while holding a designer purse and dressed like a model. Upon entry, everyone, especially the salesman, would already be impressed by how she looked. She'd ask the salesman to show her a range of specific pieces until she found what she wanted. When she was confident that she gained his trust, she would find a method to divert his attention and hide the piece that she really wanted. Then, she'd say that she would just be back to get the jewelry and bid the jeweler farewell. Then, she would simply exit the store. But these were small heists within her cozy American borders. Doris was going to become an international jewel thief, and the first stop, Monte Carlo, on the wealth-dripping French Riviera that housed such auspicious stars as Coco Chanel, William Churchill, and Aldous Huxley. And there was a ring there, with 9 zeros on the price tag that was going to belong to Doris. It was a 10-carat diamond ring valued at $500,000. The piece was so important that when she got off her flight, police were waiting for her. However, she managed to extract the diamond from its mounting, throw the ring out the window into the Mediterranean, and hide the stone in her belt. She was deported to Monte Carlo, where she was jailed for 9 months as the police scrambled to find the lost diamond and charge her. Luckily for Doris, they never did. On January 22, 2010, Doris was arrested in California for removing the tags from a $1,300 Burberry trench coat at a Saks Fifth Avenue store. On October 29, 2013, Doris, now 83 years old, was arrested on felony larceny charges in Palm Desert, California. She finally pled guilty to stealing a $22,500 diamond-encrusted ring. On April 30th, 2014, she was sentenced to 2 years in prison. However, due to jail overpopulation, she was released 3 months later. She promised she would never steal again. However, in July 2015, a $33,000 ring took a liking to Doris. Although the Charlotte Police Department did not make an official statement, the local ABC station got a copy of an email addressed to all area jewelers, informing them of the alleged crime and warning them to be on the lookout. An arrest warrant was issued for Doris in August of 2015. According to an interview, a life on the run hasn't always been simple, but the rush of criminality was a powerful motivator for Doris. It was a challenge, she said. The finer the heist, the greater the challenge. Adding that her childhood experiences of racism in stores helped her rationalize the heists. She explained, "It was punishment. In the back of my head, I was saying, take that." She says she doesn't see herself as a criminal, but rather as someone who outsmarted a world that sought to hold her down.
I didn't think of it as stealing. You know that.
What did you think of it then? Because that's what it was.
I'll tell you what I told. I know some people, that's the only word they know. For me, I wasn't stealing in my head then. I'm only keeping what they forget they gave me.
Doris served her sentence and now lives, as far as we can assume, quietly in Atlanta at the ripe old age of 91.
I wrote the book because I was asked, and I had hope and dreamed that if I got a book, I'd be able to have my place for the kids. End of story.
And Payne says she hopes to build a home for foster children, and she plans to use proceeds from the book to do that.
If we can learn anything from Doris Payne, it would be to not let anyone tell you that you can't do something. You can be anything if you set your mind to it. A small coal town girl turned international thief. Maybe without the thief part, though. What do you think about Doris Payne's story? What can you say about her views in life and why she chose the life she had? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this episode, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more true crime episodes. As always, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Take care.